Actually, well, I saw a kid fall over at lunch, and it was pretty funny because
Hi
I think he skinned his
everybody,
knees,
Mrs. Lean
but
here.
he got these dinosaur band-aids. It was really cool.
Oh, hello. The teacher's here.
Hello everybody.
Hi.
Can I have your eyes this way, please?
Hi.
Hi everyone, Mrs. Lean here. How are you today?
Hi. Very good.
Hi.
Oh, I really like your glasses, miss. I wish that I had glasses because they make everyone look really smart when they wear them.
Do they?
Yes.
Well, maybe one day you might get some glasses as well, Mina.
Maybe I will.
Okay, so I hope you've all had a good day, and I'm really happy to be here in class with you today. I hope you've had a good day so far. So let's start with something positive for the day. So what we'll do is we'll all begin with something positive that's happened to us today. So for example, let me begin. So this morning I was walking to work, or I got to work, and I was running a little bit late, and I had my arms full of books, and I was rushing up to the classroom, having trouble getting up there, carrying everything. And I had a student come up to me and say, "Good morning, Mrs. Lean. I can see you need some help there. Would you like me to help you?" And I thought, oh, that's
nice.
really nice. So they helped me with the books and carried them into class. And I thought that was a really nice way, a positive way to start the day. So how about you all share something positive with me that's happened to you today, or something that you've enjoyed at school? Yeah, so
Okay.
maybe you can just raise your hand. And so if who'd like to start? Mina?
Yes. So yes. Today actually, on the way to school, my mum was walking me to school, and there was a group of puppies being walked by this old man, and they were the cutest puppies I've ever seen, and he even let us pat them and play with them for a little bit.
Oh, great. So that made you feel good, and a good way to start your day. Who
Yes,
would
it
like to
was
go
awesome.
next? Excellent. Jayla?
Yeah. So today in our class, we did drawings of butterflies, and it was so cool because we got to use all these different colors, and it was really fun. It was awesome. And I wish we got to do art every single day because, we only get to do it like twice a week. And I wish we got to do it every day because it is my favorite class.
Yeah, that's great. Excellent. Who'd like to go next?
I will.
Carlos?
Yeah. So
Okay.
well, today actually at lunchtime, I saw a kid fall over, and he looked like he was skinned his knees. So I went up to him and asked if he wanted help, and then a teacher came, and it was really cool because the teacher had these like awesome dinosaur band-aids that they put on his knee, and I was like, oh, I want to fall over and skin my knee, so I get some dinosaur band-aids too.
Well, hopefully you won't fall over today and skin your knee, but that's great that you were able to help. I'm sure that you made that student feel very, a lot better. So well done. Okay,
Thanks.
who have we got left? Will, would you like to have a go? What's something positive that happened to you today?
Well, I had cornflakes for breakfast.
Great. And is that one of your favourite things to have for breakfast?
Yeah, I really like it.
Excellent. Okay, is that everybody, or have we got still got someone left to go?
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, Emily, sorry, I missed you there.
That's okay.
What's something positive that happened with you today, Emily?
Well, today at lunchtime, I was doing some writing for my story, and I wrote a whole new page, so now I have 13 pages of my story.
Wow, that's a lot of writing. Well done to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's excellent, everybody. Now, I'd just like to also begin by reminding you about the classroom expectations. So in our classroom, some of our expectations are to show respect by tracking the speaker. So when someone's speaking, I'd like if you could give them eye contact, and if you'd like to make a comment, or if you've got a question, just put your hand up, okay? So rather than calling out and interrupting. Okay, so now that we're ready to learn, let's just get started, and I'd like to tell you what we're learning about today. So eyes this way, please, Carlos. So today we're learning about symmetry. So does anybody have any idea what symmetry is? Yes,
Oh, yes,
Mina.
I know.
Mina.
So, symmetry is like when things are the same as each other.
Yes. Yeah. Carlos, can you extend on that a little bit?
Yeah, so symmetry is like when things are like even on both sides, so when they're like a mirror image of each other. So then they would have symmetry if it's like the same.
Yeah, that's a very good explanation. So, yeah, you're right. Symmetry is when we have an object that looks exactly the same on both sides, and if you were to draw a line down the middle, then it would be identical on either side. So, I'm sure previously you've probably learnt about symmetry with basic shapes. So I'll show you an example. So if you look this way, eyes this way, and you'll be able to see the shapes, and you can see they've got a line running straight down the middle, and on either side of the line they're perfectly exactly the same on both sides. Does everybody see that?
Yes, I can see that.
Me too.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so today we're actually going to do something a little bit different. We're going to move on from basic shapes, and we're going to look for symmetrical objects out in the yard or in the playground, which will be a lot more interesting than just doing it with basic shapes. So we'll be getting into pairs or groups, and we'll be going outside. You'll have your iPads, and you'll be able to look for objects in the yard and take photos of them. And then after that's done, you'll be able to come inside, and we're going to print off the object and actually cut them in half so they're symmetrical. We'll be pasting the half on a piece of paper, and then you're going to draw the exact same on the other side and try and draw and create. So our learning object for today is to be able to identify objects in the natural environment, so natural objects out in our environment that are symmetrical, and to be able to create symmetrical shapes and objects. So they're our objectives for today and our learning intentions. So does everybody understand what we'll be doing? Does anyone have any questions? No questions? Emily? Emily, you have a question?
I'm not very good at symmetry. Could I please go maybe with Carlos because he's better at symmetry than I am?
Yep, that's fine. You can go with Carlos.
That's
and
fine,
I'm sure
Emily.
Carlos.
I can help you.
Thank you, Carlos. I'm sure Carlos will be happy to help you. I'll just show you, does anyone, before we go out in the yard, does anybody have any ideas of the sort of things we might find out in our environment that could be symmetrical? Do you have any ideas of the objects we might find?
Well, I really hope that I find a spider because
Carlos,
spiders
sorry.
have 4 legs.
Sorry to interrupt, Carlos. Could you just raise your hand before, rather than calling out?
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. Thank you very much. Carlos.
So yes, I really hope that I find a spider because they have 4 legs on both sides, and they're symmetrical, and I think it would be really cool to take a photo of a spider. That would be really fun.
Yes, it would be fun.
I definitely don't want to be in your groups, Carlos, because that would scare me, because spiders are scary.
Thanks for sharing your ideas, Jayla, but don't forget to put your hand up so you're not calling out.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
That's okay. So I'm just going to show you another example of things that you might find out in the yard. Can you all see that?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So, so some examples might be some leaves, a butterfly or some sort of insect. You might find a lady beetle. So, yeah, you should have a lot of fun out there today looking out in our natural environment and finding something that you can use to draw your symmetrical shape. Before we go out, I just want to quickly show you. So this is, once we come back in, this is the idea you'll glue your image onto your piece of paper, and then by the end, you should be able to create a drawing so that it's symmetrical on the other side. Okay, how's everybody feeling about our lesson today?
I'm excited to do some drawing and to go outside. Me too.
Yeah, I'm
Sounds like fun.
excited. It does sound like fun, and I'll be out there with you. So if you have any problems or any questions, yeah, I'll be there to help answer your questions and we can work it out together.
Cool.
Okay, let's go. End simulation. Hi, Bennett.
Okay, hello. Okay, well done. So, just a couple of questions before we wrap up. Firstly, what do you think you did well during your lesson?
Probably during the lesson, maybe reinforcing our class expectations that we had set or that we discussed at the beginning of the lesson, and ensuring the students did do that, like raise their hand and just that's probably
Absolutely. And is there anything you would do differently?
possibly differently. Yeah, I feel like I rushed a little bit with the actual lesson plan itself. So, and maybe giving the students more opportunity to contribute to the conversation. Yeah.
Sure, sure.